The snow fell in slow, quiet flakes, covering the park in a soft, white silence. On a wooden bench sat Victoria Sterling, her elegant cream coat wrapped tightly around her, her phone glowing in her hand as emails kept pouring in without pause. At 35, she was the youngest CEO in her company's history. Powerful, respected, successful, and completely alone. She barely noticed the world around her, until a small voice broke through the noise in her mind. "Excuse me, ma'am?" Victoria looked up. In front of her stood a little girl, no older than 5. Her blonde hair was tied in a messy ponytail, and she clutched a worn teddy bear close to her chest. Her coat looked slightly too big for her tiny frame. "Yes," Victoria said gently. The little girl studied her face carefully. "Are you sad?" The question caught Victoria off guard. "What makes you think that?" she asked. "You look like my daddy sometimes," the girl replied. "Like you're carrying something heavy inside." Victoria felt her chest tighten. "Sometimes I am," she admitted quietly. The girl nodded as if she understood more than she should. "My name's Sophie," she said. "That's my daddy over there." She pointed to a man sitting on another bench, speaking on his phone, clearly stressed. "He's always working," Sophie added. "He says it's important." Victoria gave a small, knowing smile. "I understand that." Sophie hesitated, then looked back at her with hopeful eyes. "I don't have a mama," she said softly. "She's in heaven." The words hit like a quiet storm. Victoria's expression softened even more. "I'm so sorry," Sophie continued, her voice small but steady. "Daddy tries really hard, but he doesn't know how to do things like braids or girl stuff. And sometimes I just—" She paused, then took a deep breath. "Can I spend a day with you?" Victoria blinked in surprise. "Just one day," Sophie added quickly. "You could be my mama for a day. We could do girl things. Promise I'll be good." For a moment, the world seemed to stand still. Victoria looked into the child's eyes and saw something painfully familiar. Loneliness. The same loneliness she had been carrying for years. She glanced over at the man Sophie's father, still caught in his stressful phone call. "Let me talk to your dad first," Victoria said gently. Sophie's face lit up instantly. "Really?" "Yes," Victoria smiled. "Really." Moments later they approached him. He ended his call, looking tired but kind. "I'm James," he said cautiously after Victoria introduced herself. She explained everything: Sophie's request, her own situation, her honesty. James listened quietly, his eyes shifting between his daughter and Victoria. "I'm just trying to be both parents," he admitted. "But it's not easy," Victoria nodded. "I know what it feels like to give everything to work and still feel like something is missing." There was a pause. Then Victoria said something that surprised even herself. "What if this wasn't just one day?" James frowned slightly. "What do you mean?" "Maybe I could spend time with Sophie regularly, help her, and maybe help myself too." The idea hung in the cold air. After a long conversation, careful questions, and exchanged contact details, they agreed to try, just one day to start. That Saturday, Victoria showed up right on time. Sophie opened the door, her face glowing with excitement. "You came, I promised, didn't I?" Victoria said with a warm smile.
"Oh,
They spent the entire day together. They went to a cafe, visited a museum, laughed over small things. And for the first time in years, Victoria wasn't thinking about work. She was simply present. At one point, Sophie held her hand and said softly, "My mama used to take me for hot chocolate." Victoria felt tears rise in her eyes. "Then let's get hot chocolate," she replied. They sat together, warm cups in their hands, as Sophie shared memories of her mother, her laughter, her love, her kindness. "I'm not trying to replace her," Victoria said gently. "I know," Sophie smiled. "But Daddy says it's okay to love more people." That one day turned into more. Once a month became every weekend. Victoria started leaving work earlier, making space for something she had ignored her whole life: living. She taught Sophie how to braid her hair. They baked cookies, visited parks, explored the world together, and slowly, something inside Victoria healed. One day, Sophie asked her, "Will you come to my school tea party? It's for moms and daughters." Victoria paused. "I'm not your real mama," she said softly. Sophie smiled. "But you're the closest thing I have." That was the moment Victoria realized something powerful. Family isn't always about blood. Sometimes it's about who shows up, who cares, and who chooses to stay. And in the quiet magic of an unexpected meeting, three lonely hearts found something they didn't even know they were searching for.